Okay, guys and girls, I've got the microphone on. Hopefully we are live. It says I'm live. Excellent stuff, and I see the meter is moving, so obviously there's some noise coming out of the microphone. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It is day 147 of our Icelandic volcano eruptions, and I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, about 5,000 kilometers away from that lovely volcano we see on the stream. And of course I will be there on, if everything goes well, on Tuesday morning on the 17th of this month. So that's what we're looking for. Anyway, I see a lot of good people in here, and I'm going to say hi to all of you just before we get to it. Though I want to remind everyone, if it says top chat or live chat at the very top of your chat box, that means that you are definitely watching the live stream in action. If it says top chat or live chat replay, and the keyword being replay behind it, that means you are watching a stream that has already finished. If it's already finished and done, you can no longer put comments into the chat box. If you want to leave a comment, you'll have to do it similar to a regular video, and that's down below in the comments section. So having said that, I want to say hi to everyone that popped in here, and I'm going to go as quick as I can before too many more pop in. Hi Piggy, welcome back. How you doing? I hope you're doing well with your leg. And I see, what is it, Reinik Bistel, welcome. Let's see, who else? Ducky is here. Runit is in the house. Linda Davis, welcome. Sue Hayes also popped in. Aloha to Don Arnold. Let's see, Anita Assad is back. I think I said Ducky already. Claudia is back in here. Thendis Nye, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Let's see, what else we got? Dustin Gass is also back. Jeff Burke is in the house. Grow Scotland also there. Layla Margaret Hansen also in the house. Let's see, did I say Rayola before? I might have. But anyway, I'll say it again. Hi, Riola. Brian Crown also in the house, as well as we've got Pamela Moncur and Gary, Arizona, 24/7 Live Arizona Skies, or AZ Skies, also in the house. He's popped in and doing a little bit of modding, I guess. Very good. I don't see our Arizona snowman yet, but that's all right. I'm sure he'll show up sometime. We can handle things without him. It's not a worry. Also, Zoe's back in the house, and Zoe mentioned that there was some kind of a collapse that fell inside the crater around 11:30 Iceland time this morning. I might have some footage of that. Well, we'll take a look. Anyway, Tony also here, as well as Larry Vladica. Anything happening with the cracks on Theater Hill? Don't know yet, Larry. I've been busy doing other things, so I do apologize for not keeping up with the latest and greatest info. Stephen Hamilton, welcome as well. Christian is also here. Lucas Snow also popped in. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? I think that's about it at the top end of the list real quick. And if I go back down to the bottom, I'm sure there's going to be a pile of other ones that I missed. So Siggy is here. Hey kids, we're looking good. Timing was perfect today. Yeah, it was right on. It got that lava flowing. Now I do want to remind everyone, today I'm only going to run a 2-hour stream rather than the 4-hour stream that we usually do on Saturdays. And of course you all probably know why. Okay, I am going to be having to work on time and stuff, and hopefully we'll get everything in order and make it happen. I did go for my PCR test this morning. So we'll find out within 24 hours if whether that's a yay or nay. I'm pretty sure it's going to be all systems go. And then it's a matter of all the other nightmares. Getting that suitcase full real quick. So this afternoon, actually, I'm going to be doing laundry is what I'm going to be doing. Got to get everything lined up, guys. So anyway, glad to have all of you on board. I see a few more popped in that I didn't see here. Aztec Warrior is in the house. We got Denzel also popped in. Glad to have you guys on board. Let's see who else. Stephen Broomhead also popped in. Chicky Gomberg is here as well. Let's see who else. Did I miss someone? Yeah, Hell of a Deal and Kunkel. Those were the two I was looking for. There you guys go. And welcome. Glad to have you on board. Amelia is also here. Welcome, Amelia. Glad to have you on board as well. Tommy Bauer also just popped in with a couple of thumbs up there. Excellent, guys. So if you haven't been hitting the thumbs up as you come in, please consider doing that. Of course, this all works off of the YouTube analytics. Makes the stream look a lot bigger, better, and more wonderful if you hit that thing right away and we get it going. So a few more popped in there. We got Lava Bomb as well as Cheryl Wood and Kunkel. Glad to see you're in the house. It's awesome there. Totally different from the stream. Well, we'll see. We'll see. And I am going to be really interested in how different it does look once I get there. So we're gonna go for it. Holy mackerel already. Hugo Last. This is so you can buy Wi-Fi on the airplane so you can stream live from the airplane. Just kidding. Use it to buy yourself a nice meal in Iceland. Why, thank you, Hugo. Yeah, Wi-Fi stream from the airplane. I don't know if they got that good of streaming ability on there. Oh man. I think people would kind of go crazy if I'm doing that. I'm gonna be basically flying at night, right? So I don't know how much I'm gonna see, and now mind you, the way we go fairly far north, it may be light in the aircraft the entire time. I don't know. This is kind of a different type of a flight. But well, we're going to see what happens. Anyway, a few more people popped in. I just wanted to say hi. Let's see. Claudia, I think I already said hi to you. Who was it that I missed here? Let's see. There was somebody I missed. Darn it. I know there's somebody. JT and Ellis Wright. Welcome. Also, Ez popped in. That's who I missed. I got so excited, and Mocha is also back in the house. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? Glad to have you guys on board, and you know, Hugo, that's an absolutely excellent super chat I'm looking at there, and really do appreciate that, and all cool, man. Thank you. Let's see. Anyway, getting back to the thing that's on the screen, the volcano, of course. And we know it did erupt kind of on cue, doing its thing. I was just going to load up the very latest rumble chart for us. And I know it did do kind of a weird dip before. And it had me a little worried. I thought, geez, what's going to happen? Is this thing going to drop back off on us? And it went down and it went back up. So I was pleasantly surprised and not overly concerned after I seen it start to rise. And of course, we seen bubbles in the pond, if you will. So it was always good to see that, right? So. Let's see. I'll see if I can get that rumble chart on here for you guys. And that'll just take a second or two. And get down to the bottom. Those numbers are starting to get big. I got a lot of files in there. I like it. and then we're going to see what we can do later on in life. Okay, we will pop that on so we can see that real quick. So this kind of shows you that we're basically at the start of the eruption, which is pretty cool. And the dip in there, and I'll get my mouse pointed at it, is when it went down in here. And I was a little concerned. I thought, uh-oh, you know, what's it doing? It's coming down, and it went back up from that point. So we are on an upward swing, so we're all happy with that, and all cool. Okay, so yeah, we'll get rid of that, clear the whiteboard, and let's go back to one of the screens and see what we've got. Of course, this is the Visor screen, and they're doing all right. We can see some of that beautiful lava flowing out of there. If we go to the MBL close-up, slightly different angle. Let's make that other thing a little bit smaller there. I used that for the picture or thumbnail, so I made the date bigger, or the title, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, looks pretty cool, and we can see on here that the rim over here, you know, and all the way along, it's repaired itself for the most part, as well as this area here, which was kind of broken. So that's always nice to see that it's, you know, rebuilding itself right after it wrecks itself. And of course, the reason I'm pointing that out is there was some loss when that collapse happened. The one we will throw up there just in a few minutes, or seconds, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to see what I can do to get those on the screen. And now I did both angles, or got the one from the RUV cam, as well as the close-up from MBL. So it looked pretty good, and I thought it was kind of neat. So let me get those loaded up. I gotta see, I left some dirty work there. I had to clear the screen because I forgot to erase it from the other day, from yesterday. All right, we'll see if we can get in and find those videos real quick. And that should be, we'll do this one, well, we'll do that one first, load it. Okay, and then we will load the other one. And then I'll let you see the long range one first, and then we can view the close-up one second. So it'll all make sense and all be pretty. So, all right, we'll get that going. I'll get them into play, and you can have a quick look at these. So this was earlier, and I'm not sure of the exact time that it happened. And is the crack lower left new? That's not a crack, that was a path. I'll explain that in a second there, Brian. And Jim asked something. I won't be in long today. My mom on a picnic for 81st birthday. Well, Jim, you tell your mom we all said happy birthday to her. And that's always excellent. Anyway, I should be describing what happened here on the screen. And you've seen all of a sudden we had a very, very large cloud of dark material. And you can see how the front area has really kind of gotten jagged, like somebody's been pulling teeth here, you know, in that area all the way along. So, and that's why I was mentioning it looks like it repaired itself for the most part. So that's pretty cool to see that one. And if we get rid of that and put this one on, and this is the close-up view of it. Now in this one you can already see that there was already a lot of the damage to the cone edge, but it has smoothed itself out again. So Anyway, I think this one's moving. Yeah, it's moving. I think this one was a little bit longer, but you'll see it right away, and it looked pretty good, unless it started already. Let me go see if I can get on top of that and see if we're in the right spot. Oh no, I think it started, they both started running at the same time. That's the problem. Okay, so here, this is before it happened. All right, we're in the right place now. My apologies. It ran away on me, and you'll see it collapse shortly here. There was extra smoke. There you go. Okay, that's where it fell in. So quite a bit of that material, and then you can see it kind of pluming up there with the dust and debris. Well, not so much debris, but a lot of dust as it popped in. So looks pretty cool, looks pretty awesome. I just figured I'd share that with you, and I think people were kind of anticipating seeing that one today. So you know, it was kind of a neat shot. And I do agree with the comments that were there yesterday. We need to get the cameras up higher somehow. I don't know. Siggy, will you allow them to put a tower on Theater Hill? I'm kidding. I don't know if we can do that. You got helicopters flying around there and drones and all kinds of things, and that might be a sore point. Interesting stuff. Okay, so we've seen that. Anyway, I wanted to pop through the rest of the screens real quick. And down there, work on the berm. I don't know if they're doing other things down there. I'm not sure what it's all about. But they did change that camera angle, and they put it to there. And let's have a quick peek at Notthagi Valley. And we don't see any more lava right now, flowing, that is. We do still see a lot of smoke in this area, and everything else is pretty quiet. Now, unfortunately, because we're back so far, we can't see what's in these areas and if there was actually flow. And again, we can't really see what's going on up here. So if there is flow going through there, it may be in tubes that we don't see, or there may not be any flow. I'm probably guessing that there is, and that we're just not seeing it. So very, very interesting. It's a risky thing since we don't know how long this will last. Okay. The last taller, okay, the more vibration and wiggle in the wind. Yes, Siggy, I'm kind of aware of that. It's actually, you know, I've built towers and put towers up in many places, and yeah, you need proper foundations, and if you've got a hill that's cracking, I don't think that's going to work for you. Unless you want to, you know, you want to set some piles down real deep into the ground, and even that may not be advantageous at this kind of a location. So it's always interesting to see what happens or what will happen there, and hopefully we'll be able to get enough drone footage and things so we'll be able to see into the crater. I know you will from me anyway while I'm there, so it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Anyway, so that was Notthagi Valley, and let's see if we go here. That's our long-range shot from across on the eastern side there, looking at it. So we're looking kind of northwest a little bit, and it does look pretty cool, pretty awesome, and definitely that height is just absolutely phenomenally increased. That whole valley is just, you know, when you look at that material and you think about, you know, not even 2 weeks ago, there was a big dip off on the right-hand side, and there was nothing there. And now it's almost as high as the volcano itself. So that's pretty awesome. Really, really awesome. Let's see. Okay, what else is going on? Did I miss any questions here? I think they laid down some cables underground, and they had waited for lava, and they want to see what happens later. Okay, yeah, kind of a test on it, Jars, and that's actually kind of finding out how things work when you have a lava field running over top of you. And very interesting. Okay, let's see. Lady Justice popped in. Good evening or good afternoon. Also, Gary and Karen of PA. We watched yesterday's show this morning. Great content and info. So excited that your trip is finally here. Praying for safe travel and wonderful adventures. Thanks for sharing with us. You are welcome, Gary and Karen and the rest of you. Really, I love to, my passion about the volcano to begin with is there, and to be able to share it with you is really a lot more. So do we get a piece or a pic of the cake? Yeah, you're going to get a picture of the cake, and I I don't know if I'm gonna hold it beside myself there. I took one just with the slice that I took out yesterday, so I'm gonna do another one today here, and I'll try to do that way, and give you a nice shot. So no problem if that's what you want. We can do that. Okay, so yeah, no candles on the cake though, guys. Seriously, I didn't put candles on, and the reason is we've got that big one on the screen there, and I don't think I need candles. I really don't. Hey, Arizona Snowman, good to see you pop in here. Dr. Fox, what? You got to do a one with you, all with me. Oh, as we see you in Iceland. Oh, you want to? Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'll do a shot with me. Okay. Maybe during the break I'll see if I can plug in the webcam, and I don't know if I want to show you the whole cake or just a piece or something, and then we'll take a look and see what it'll do. But I see I got a bunch of emails popping in here like crazy. I gotta figure out what the heck that's all about. Give me a second. Okay, right, I see that one. Okay, let's see. 5, 1. All right. I'm just looking at things here. Oh boy. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, Sherry's trying to send me something, or yeah, is it Sherry? Sorry. Yeah, Sherry, and it's not working. Don't know how big that file is, Sherry, that you're trying to send, but we'll see what we can do. Anyway, I'll pop that other picture on there later. Anyway, let's see what I was trying to keep at here. I think I might have missed a few things. Blazing Inferno. Yeah, we don't want candles on that cake. That's going to be way too much. So you got to do one with you so people can see you in Iceland. Okay, I will definitely do that, and you can see my smiling face, and I will I'll put myself on here, so you guys get to see me for a little bit. I know it's going to hurt somebody and it's going to break some cameras, but I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it while I'm eating cake, and maybe, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll sit here and have my cake in front of you guys. I don't know if that is going to bother people, because then everybody's going to want a piece of cake. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's see, a couple more people popped in. I wanted to say hi to Miss Lobo Bob, popped in, as well as Frosty Username. And did I miss anyone else? Sid for Brains also got here. Grown Scotland, the doc is in the house eating cake. Yep, it's going to be. We're going to see what... see, that's as real as I can make it, guys. You know, just taking a picture, I don't think is going to cut it for me. And I think you really, you really actually got to see me. You don't need to see the cake so much, you know, the entire cake, but just me having a decent slice. That's all right. So we'll see what we can do. Lots of fun. Anyway, spam cake. No spam cake. This is Black Forest cake. So Schwarzwald, Kirschen. Kuchen. Schwarzwaldkuchen. Yeah, made in a German place that's run by a Lebanese guy. So lots of fun. Okay, yes, yes, I showed that, Sherry. We showed that the 11:30 Iceland time. We did. Maybe I'll show that again. Actually, yeah, I'll throw that one up right away here, just so you can see it in case you missed it. So we'll start that again. Oh, I think I might have to redo the starting place for that video. Yeah, I do. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, we'll restart that one so you can see it, and made with real Kirschwasser. You know, flow. I come from Germany, so I know what the real stuff tastes like, and not as good as the real stuff. Okay, not the German style. You know, the ones that you make with real the Kirschwasser, and you also use Sauerkirschen or sour cherries. And that's the real way to make it. And there's a lot to be done with that. I forgot, today was Saturday, Dr. Fox. That's what I was trying to send you. Okay, well, Sherry, we got it covered, so not a big deal. And hope you enjoyed being able to see that. I did see it, and I did actually get it and show it on both angles. So the other one, of course, was the, let's see if we get it back on the screen, was this guy. And I don't know if I have to restart that. I think I let that one run already. No, it'll go. This was from the long range over at the eastern side, and you can see how the plume of material bolted out of there, kind of thing. You know, there must have been a fair amount that did go down inside, because that's a pretty big cloud that it created. So yeah, I miss the real cake too. Yeah, eating Kirschen with going south. Why not? Why not? So used to, okay, Brian Crown. Use an angle up close to a, must be mostly cake obscuring the guy. Yeah, taking, no. Brian, I use, this is not cake that you can put in your hand and eat. You need to use a fork with it, okay? So I'm not gonna be that nasty, but we'll do it the right way. You guys will get to see me actually doing what I'm doing. So anyway, that may, well, that will happen during the break. I'll get things ready, and then we'll throw that on. Anyway, I just wanted to re-show that so you guys could see what it's doing. And if we get back over to one of the other scenes here, we can definitely see some lava flow coming out of the southeastish side, almost the south side of our crater there, on the edge. And that's this guy here. And then of course we still see the material flowing here, and we know that is going still around the outside or southern end of what was Equipment Hill, and flowing down into Fagradalsfjall. And this little stream guy here is this material here, and I can't see where it went from there. So kind of tells us where that material is going, or trying to. And I'm interested in how much over here has actually made it out. We know that pool that was down just that way should have filled up, and probably has a pretty good skin coat over it, but I wouldn't want to be walking over top of it or anything. It's probably very, very molten yet, and if we get more material in there, of course it's going to push more out into Gjaldangadalur, and hopefully eventually it will push enough material down into Nuthagi. So very, very cool. And let's see, I think I will leave it on this one for right now. It's a pretty good picture. Or do we want the real close-up? I'm gonna check the close-up first. I think we'll leave it on this one here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take that break, and I am going to try to get my webcam hooked up here real quick. So if you happen to see something weird pop up or whatever, we'll all be okay. And I've got sun coming in right now, so I'm gonna maybe close my shades a little bit and turn on the light in here so you'll be able to see a little bit better, because my camera's going to be on the wrong side of the room. So for now, please stick around, and I'm going to go do my thing, and hopefully you guys will hang in there, and we'll see what happens. So okay, I'm going to go for that break. Don't go away. I'll be back. Okay, guys and girls, I'm kind of back from my break, and I'm trying to get things in the right order here. And of course, you all want to see my smiling face, don't you? Okay, so what we'll do is we will put it back on here, and you do get to see me right away. Just say hi to a couple more people. We got Maui Me is in the house. C-Vet also popped in. Enigmatic Bird. Ruth Mays. Olden Bones. Let's see. Luke Mule also popped in here. J-Cell is also in the house. Oz popped in. Welcome all you guys. Russell Jr. as well. And Simon Erridge. Wow, guys piling in like crazy. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do what I was gonna do here, and love having y'all drop in. And here we go. You actually get to see me. Ta-da! Okay, so for those who are looking, I'm actually gonna make this picture a little bit bigger, so you can actually see I am smiling. And I am holding my cake. So there is no fooling here. This is as real as it gets. And no, it's not plastic. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a few minutes. And I just wanted you to see me, and that I'm real. I'm right here. So this will let you guys kind of see the whole thing and know what it is. But I don't like having people watch me eat. So hopefully you understand that. Anyway, I'm going to take my picture back down. I think the volcano is much more interesting than me. And I did just want to wave at Dr. Fox. Well, hi, Piggy. And I just thought I'd actually show you guys, so this way you know who I am and where I am and all that stuff. And yep, other computer screen, bunny cam set up, and then I got screen up there, screen there, screen here, one computer there, one there, another one down there, and the laptop back there. So yeah, load it up. Okay, on that friendly note, I'm going to get my picture off of the screen and let you guys enjoy it. Actually, I'm going to take a couple more minutes here. I'm going to eat that slice of cake. So enjoy what's on the screen, and I will be back. And that lava actually looks pretty darn nice right now, the way it's flowing out, and really like to see that eruption happening like that. Means we're going to see some action happening in different areas. So don't you guys go away. Now that you've seen me, I'm going off the air. Well, I'm sort of. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks. Okay, microphone is back on, and hope you guys can hear me. Started yakking there and forgot the microphone got turned off. So anyway, yeah, we're hoping that this thing is going to continue to move along. I did move the through the camera views a little bit to see if we could see anything going down into Nadhagi, or sorry, not Nadhagi, into the other one. I'll think of it. Anyway, I got to redo some pictures, but here is from the still cam, and you can see that we do have a pretty good trail or river flowing, and it has gotten quite far already. I know the visibility is a little bit poor down on the bottom side of the valley, but I figured I'd show that for you guys. Anyway, for those who are joining, I'm DrFox2000. This is day 147 of these Icelandic volcano eruptions, and we're showing what's happening. And yes, this is live stream. Right now we are watching or looking at one of the pictures of the still cam that is to the north of the volcano crater. And let's see if I can get that thing going the right way. Get on the right one. We can show the entirety of what happened there. If I get in the right one here, let me get it going. Okay. So it's going to show or sequence through all the pictures that still camera took, and of course every 10 minutes is when it's taking the pictures. You can see it was cloudy for a lot of the period, but then when it did clear up, it cleared up very quickly, and we were able to see a lot of nice shots. There it goes, boom! It's like those clouds magically lifted, and you can see what's happening just in time for the eruption. And we got a little bit more cloud and smoke, but you can see that lava flow down in the forefront. And of course it wants to recycle. I'm going to stop it, and we'll set it back to that last picture, and hopefully that works. There we go. And you can see where that lava has spread out on the valley floor, and I can probably draw on that. So whoa, let's see, maybe I can't. I gotta copy. What? No, don't do that. I'm trying to get my crayons working here. I don't know, trouble with them all the time. Okay, so yeah, no, it's trying to move something else around here. I don't get it. All right, I got something else going on. We'll remove the whiteboard and add a new one. New crayons, that's it. All right. There we go. Anyway, should be, you can see it out in the front here. So there might even be a little bit of a stream already heading this way, and this whole thing right here could be fresh lava. It's pretty hard to tell from the picture, but we can definitely see we've got glow right here, and then of course this is all red going up the hill. So pretty cool to see. And of course the interesting area is going to be over there as far as outflow, and we'll see what happens with that. This is actually kind of a good shot though, to talk about what we've seen before. So Equipment Hill is basically buried, and that whole area, that's how much that lava has built up. Now it having built up this much on this side, the back side over there has not built up, and that's going to fill up. Mother Nature will take care of that. So we will see this thing kind of get blockages, perhaps on this side here, and then we'll see a bunch of flow going into the top western portion of Gjaldingadarlar. So going to be interesting to see what happens. We'll keep an eye on it, and of course you know, it being such a dynamic thing, it is what it is. We kind of just have to take it day by day, right? So anyway, sorry, Dr. Fox, I was hungry and I ate the... Oh, that's why the crayons weren't working. Piggy, I hope you ate the red ones last. Oh, hang on, that's from a commercial somewhere. Am I allowed to say that? Oh, something about eating them really fast and then you have to make sure you eat the red ones last. I think that was Smarties or something, isn't it? Yep. Fenda says Smarties. Oh, that's a long time ago. They haven't had that commercial on for a long, long time. And, you know, you have to realize how good commercials are when they stick in your head for so many years. And something about psychology you may not know, but of course, majority of, you know, any advertising agency that's got a lot of money, they did studies and they figured everything out. And if after you watch a commercial on TV or get exposed to a certain name, and majority of people out there, it takes 81 times for it to actually stay in your head for the rest of your life. So if you watch that McDonald's commercial 81 times, they've got you. Okay. Anyway, and you know, things like the Smarties thing and whatever else. You know, you don't pay attention to how many times you hear a commercial. You just end up, it starts sticking in your head. You realize that you've been brainwashed. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Zachary, what are you doing putting weird letters in there? How are we supposed to read that? Piggy asked, but don't they taste good? And left them laying around. Oh, yeah, I know. Don't leave them laying around. Anyway, good stuff. Diane Craig also in the house. Birdie Num also showed up. Let's see who else. Fortis, Alan Coker, just to see a few of the other people that popped in. Claire also here. And let's see, Reinik, I think I mentioned you earlier. Braveheart, and yeah, Olden Bones I got earlier. Let's see, did anyone else sneak in that I'd missed? I don't know if I missed anyone, but oh, Tomcat73, Patty Henderson, welcome. Will you be able to get back side of the crater while there? And yes, that is actually, Patty, that's actually high on the list. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I have a plan. Okay, so Piggy ate my crayons, and now I got to do without. Let's see, will you be able to go? Yeah, I got that. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of checking on the lava pools. Ooh, that was a really nice splash over the southern side there. That's pretty awesome. Definitely, I'm going to be looking at a lot of that. I'm going to try to explore some of the lava tubes in a safe manner, as far as flying the drone over and observing, and hopefully using the Mavic to zoom to be able to look down inside a little bit better. On certain ones we can do a lot of that. Other ones you want to stay away from, and you know, there's certain dangers involved with trying to fly your drone into an empty lava pool, because you will lose signal if you lose line of sight in a lot of these cases. So that's something to consider, and God forbid that you don't hit anything. Both drones are basically set so if they get down to a certain battery level and have lost contact, they will fly back to the home position with enough battery juice, of course, to be able to land properly. So I'm not too worried about losing a drone unless I get careless and foolish and hit a side wall or something. And we're going to try to stay above things. So hopefully it'll be pretty cool to be able to look at some of them. And yeah, it's that back side, the side we're looking at this side of the volcano. I want to see the other side of the volcano. Straight across, back to the back, and that's where I want to be and look and stuff. So pretty cool, pretty interesting, and I like it. Let's see what else I got in there. Cheryl Wood, okay. A lot of Flynn jokes around. Okay, no, we don't want Flynn jokes. No jokes. We don't joke around in here. Oh, fun. Susanna P. Drone coming home against the wind is difficult. Depending on where you are and how far away it is. My plan, of course, if I'm over behind this, and I will actually pop onto the 3D map. Give me a second here, I'll line it up, and I give you a little bit of a better idea what I do kind of have in mind and where I want to go. So I will not be that far away from things, and let's pop over to the 3D map. So there's the 3D map. We'll zoom in a little bit on the area. Of course, we see our crater right here, and that's the important part. And of course, you see here is what's left of Sif, oh, hang on, Sif, Hell, and Wolf. And then Flow is the one on the end here. So my plan is to go here, okay? And I want to view this area specifically, and in here. This is one of the things. From that vantage point, I can also fly to here. I may, before I do a flight to here, I may move over to here. So back around there, and then come back to somewhere around here, and then fly over and across. So I'm not going to be too far away from any of these. So hopefully things will work out. We are not telling any promise. Okay, it's all good. It's all good, and. I have, like I say, I have a few things in mind that I really wanted to do here, and that is one of them, because this is an area that has zero coverage, and we're blind to know what's actually there, and it'd be good to see what has happened and transpired on this side. So that's one of the goals that I've got. And of course I want to do a complete outline of where the lava has flown or flowed, and as well as going through some of the other goodies, as in the big holes on going down from Geldingadarler into Nathagi. I want to explore those a little bit more. So that's kind of the stuff that I'm looking at, and it should be cool. And I did this morning. I did actually have my computer on, and I was working on that. So I got my team viewer set up, and that will work fairly good for controlling my other old desktop if I need to, as far as grabbing that. And I can do that, as well as I got the charger going for both my camera and my Mavic 2, Mavic Mini, I mean, and got all three batteries recharged, so they are fully charged up, so that's all good. Anyway, I'm going to put it back onto one of these shots. I see our other shot there in the bottom isn't working so well. I'm going to go to one of these then. This is what I tried to look at. That didn't work. Okay, I'll have to fix that. We'll leave it right on there for right now. Pretty interesting. Any progress on the microphone? Actually, I did get the microphone to work. I figured out what was wrong. It's going to be a manual microphone that way, not USB amplified. I did come to the conclusion that I am going to take my Yeti Blue with me just in case. I know it's a little bit of a weight as far as the thing is not lightweight, but I'm gonna do it. And as an emergency backup, if it doesn't work out with the other microphones, and I have actually 3 of them, if none are loud enough, I am going to put the Yeti on there. And being out in the Tules, that's kind of a heavy item to haul in, but I'm going to be doing that. So I also want to be over up on Big Ram. That is one of the other shots. I won't be flying the drone off of Big Ram. I will probably, if the clouds are up high enough and we are in eruption, I will likely just use my cell phone as the streaming tool, and we'll stream from up there. So put it in your carry-on. What am I putting in my carry-on? my carry-on's already full. I was trying to figure out how I'm going to pack everything properly. I don't like leaving my electronics in the suitcase, but I have too many of them, and unfortunately I'm going to have to. Yeah, that microphone is, if I pick it up, I'd say we're at least 2 pounds, if not a little bit more, maybe 3 pounds. Put me in your carry-on. No, Fendus, no. Oh, I think that's all slightly overweight. It's only allowed 32 pounds there, times 2, I think. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I see the clock is 5 minutes after 1, and I do want to take a quick break. So please don't go away. Enjoy the view, enjoy the flow, and I need to get a Sherpa or 2. Yeah. Easier said than done, Douglas. But yeah, I might have to do that. I don't want to take that much stuff with me. I gotta think about, I'm gonna be without Sherpas, and I'm gonna be schlepping. Okay, 32 pounds of bacon. Yeah, that's a lot of material, and I gotta leave room for bringing some dried bacon back. Okay, go and take the pics and videos and share later. Well, yeah, there will be a lot of pictures, and I'm sure we'll also have a lot of extra video. Hire Guten Tag to be your Sherpa. Mike, I think he's a little bit beyond that. Anyway, okay, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Keep smiling. Don't play nasty in the lava, and I will be back. Thanks. Okay, guys and girls, I got the microphone back on and figured I better get back in here. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We are watching day 147 of our Icelandic volcano eruptions and watching beautiful Ragnar do its thing. It's pumping out a lot of lava in all directions. Well, not all, but quite a few. We got some going south over the wall. Some headed kind of eastish, and of course a whole bunch headed to the northeast into not Nathagi, Fagradalsfjall Valley. So it's pretty cool to see, and a lot of splashing happening there. I see a few more people popped in here. Tracy Bills, welcome, as well as Laura Rennie is back in here as well. Dr. No Name. What is it? Worm Hand, I guess it is what it is. Stanley is also in the house. Who else? Sarah Wright, Loot Mule. I think I might have mentioned you earlier, and welcome anyway. And let's see, did I miss anyone? Annie says, "Are you allowed to carry on electronics on plane?" Yes, of course. You can take a whole bunch of things with you. Some airplanes, they really encourage you to do exactly that because they don't have entertainment otherwise. So pretty cool. Catherine also popped on, and Edith NZ. Welcome, Edith, from way down under, almost. Wow. New Zealand, anyway, glad to have you on board. Brian Crown, FedEx, feature first drone delivery of equipment to remote locations, assisting Canadian geologist and volcano streamer. Yeah, oh, let's see, I don't know. What's yeah, we need the GPS coordinates. We can get those. Not a worry. Yeah, like I said, I do have a couple things in mind that I want to do there. And oh, I did want to also mention something. If we're looking at the screen right now, this is something. Okay, somebody was asking about, is that a big crack on the side there, or what's going on? And I just wanted to kind of get into that. You see this squiggly line coming down here? That was the edge of the double layer, and that was more. There was more material in here, and it looked like it was 2 layers, and this has filled up. This whole area in here has built up and filled up and buried what was there before. So it's pretty interesting to see all that stuff being shot over the edges there has filled up that void, if you will, from the extra wall, and it's done a pretty good job. Also, just want to remark, you know, with the exception of where these little divots are in here allowing the flow out, the volcano has pretty much repaired itself on the top again. So it's interesting to see how it does that, and it's like a fix it yourself, or what is it, DIY, do it yourself project that the volcano goes through every time it causes one of those bigger collapses or what you have. Anyway, looking at the veracity of what we're seeing right now, though, I'm sure once this dies down and it starts to cool off, a lot of that fresh material that has built up around the inner edges of the cone will probably slough off and fall in as it cools a little bit, and gravity will take over and drop it in there. Edward, it says, "Carry on, Dr. Fox." Why, thank you. I will. Just keep going. I'm glad to have you on board, Edward. Peter Hoogstein, I hope I said that right. That's not a crack, but that's what we said. It's not a crack. Well, actually, it is the edge of, it became a lava flow. It was the edge of that cone, or sorry, before, and it got worked over a few times. But yes, what you see on the screen right now is in fact not a crack. It is in fact a lava flow path. So you're absolutely right about that, and it's important that people understand that. So it's not going to break away at that point. That point is probably more hardened and more solid. So it's pretty good. I noticed its repairs happen when the eruption activity falls off. Smaller flows cool off faster. And fill the gaps. Absolutely. It does a really good job at fixing itself up. If you have, fairly steady spatter coming out of there, it starts to build very, very quickly, and that's kind of what we want to see. But the unfortunate part about that is this thing keeps getting taller and taller and taller. And pretty soon we just won't be able to see inside. We'll only see what's coming out along the sides. Where's the stuff going on the right side? That's kind of a good question, Piggy. On the right side, if we go take a look at the longer shot here, it's a little bit cloudy, but you can see the path where that's flowing. It's coming this way and then going this way. So it's probably heading down the hill into Fagradalsfjall around the eastern side of what was Equipment Hill. So that's where that material is going. Now, I don't know, there's another kind of a river here, and I can't see where that's going, if that's actually headed into Upper Fagradalsfjall, or if it's actually reconnecting and going in that same direction down there. But we definitely know all this material here is going into Fagradalsfjall, and I think it's all good. Kind of want to see the rim collapse. Yeah, me too. I know it's gonna happen. But we can show the old one just for a second or two if you want. But I do like watching the new stuff just ooze out of there. That's pretty awesome, guys. It really, really does push a lot of that stuff out. So yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll line that up, and we'll go just look at the old collapse real quick for those who haven't seen it yet. And that happened a while back, Iceland time here today, and I will see if I can get that back on the screen for you. If I get the right video, turn that one off, and there it is. And okay, so yeah, we'll just show that that segment again, and hopefully you'll be able to kind of recognize where it's at. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm trying to get my single screen back. There we go. All right, so it is running, it's doing its thing, and this was the first collapse that we had, and it was at 11:30 roughly, or 11:31. There it goes, 11:30. And you've seen that material drop in. Now, the material you've seen drop in on this side was just a portion of it. There would have been a lot more down, going down inside, and I wish we would have been able to see that with a drone or something, and that would really, really be cool and awesome. But I'm hoping we're going to see that while I'm there, right? So that's what that collapse looked like. For those who did not see it, and that was at 11:30 Iceland time today. And I know that one says day, what is it, day, oh, that's the wrong date on there, man. I gotta fix that up. That's what happens when you don't change things, you just hit the record button. That's actually day 147, not 46. But don't tell anybody, I'll fix that later. we'll get back to the live screen, guys, and there it is. So that's the interior crater rim slope vertical. Yes, it would be in that area. And what will happen though when it's erupting the way it is now? That rim will build up along that very top edge, and depending on the level of the lava in the crater itself, it will kind of build up an overhang into the crater because of that material building up, till it's so heavy that it sloughs off back into the crater. So and those walls that were vertical will, would have had this kind of bump in the top that falls back in, and that basically shears them off and makes it look vertical again. So it's a repetitive process, and we really like it. Let's see, where are we at here? What are the two big spots on the right towards the front of the screen? That was a lot of sulfurish material, and you're referring to these ones here. And we used to have a great big patch here of white stuff that was laying there. Well, it was green at one point in time. Hey, look, it's an upside down smiley. I don't know, but okay. Fun. Anyway, it's interesting to see though, but that material has somewhat bleached out, and other stuff on top of it. So it kind of changed colors a little bit, and well, I think we're okay with it though. That's one of the things I do want to have a look at in the when I get there, and if those spots are still open, because that's different material in comparison to the fresh flow that's all around it. So I would like to kind of have a closer look at it with the drone. Ooh, look at that big splash coming over. That is pretty awesome. It's like a wave. Another one. No? Almost. It looked pretty good. Anyway, a few more people popped in. I gotta say hi. Kano still going. Juka, yes, absolutely. Good night, everyone. Good night, Edward. Have a pleasant evening. Emily Flotilla also in the house. Welcome. Claire, oh, just saying hi to Judy. Okay, let's see. Rona K popped in. Welcome. And let's see, who else? Okay, Emily Flotilla. Good to see you. And let's see, okay. Alan Coker says, when are you there? Please describe what you hear. I will be describing what I hear, but also I will try to record some of that. Because that is interesting, and that is one of the reasons I want to go to the other side, where it's technically fairly close to the volcano. So my purpose there, when I'm on the west side, is going to be, trying to record some of that audio. I don't know about being, once I get up on Big Ram, being up there, how much I will hear. Probably get swamped out by helicopters if it's nice weather out. So, how does the shaker chart look? Zoe is asking. It's like watching surf in Maui. Yeah. Every 7th or 10th time, it's a huge, total huge, yeah, totally huge, absolutely. And that is actually kind of interesting because, when you look at that, you wonder why the different levels coming out of there. and it's all about how much gas is in there and how much it's expanding as it's moving outward or upward through its tube. So the magma loaded up with gases, as they're moving along, they start to expand the gases as it goes, and of course that's what drives the whole thing. It's kind of a lot involved, but yeah, the more action, the more bubbles, the more gas, and pretty cool to see. All right, hoping your trip is all you dream of, and then some. Okay, thanks, Emily, and I am sure it's going to be good. Dr. Fox, okay, good luck, and keep safe on your trip out, and enclosed some funds to help you. Oh. Okay, no, okay, BBC Reform, thank you for the £2 super chat. Appreciate that. And yeah, I'm sure it's going to be just absolutely a wonderful wonderful trip. So the 100% for sure is once I get my COVID test back, the PCR results, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be positive, but you never know nowadays. I do feel good, so I don't think there's any issues that could come up or arise. So I'm going. That's it. And yeah, I do have those pre-flight or kind of butterflies that you get a little bit, trying to get it all together, and it's pretty awesome. So it's a lot of fun though, and I think it'll be really, really cool to be there. So I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be really nice. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that the weather continues to be relatively good. So yeah, my test has to be negative. Yes, it has to be negative. I want it negative, Noodle. Yeah, it's got. I'm talking about, yes, I want proper results. I shouldn't say positive results. I want proper results. A negative test, absolutely. Tests are useless. Well, as useless as they are, they're still required, and it's the only way you can get in. Or get back into Canada, or the U.S. via Canada, or Canada via the U.S. So, you're hoping for good weather in Iceland? I moved from there because of the weather. I'm just wanting a few days of good weather. I'm good with that. I know the weather is not the greatest there, so. But we'll take everything with a little bit of one of the old proverbial grain of salt, and we'll see. Do you fly straight from Calgary, or do you have to? Okay, Angela, no. They're not flying out of Calgary anymore. They're not flying out of Vancouver. They're not flying out of Edmonton. It is either you fly out of Toronto, or your next closest option is Seattle. And so for me to go from here to Seattle and then fly out to Iceland is the easiest and less expensive and less time-consuming path. For me to fly from Edmonton to Toronto and then from there over means I have to overnight in Toronto because of the flight times. So, and Piggy says, break time! She's hitting me with her snout. Okay, Piggy, I'm going to go take that break. Don't you guys go away. Please consider hitting that like button if you're liking what you're seeing so far. And I certainly hope you do. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, now might be a good time, and turn on that bell notification. So when I am in Iceland, the first few streams are definitely going to be spontaneous because of where I am and what I'm doing. And they will likely be just with my cell phone. So I can stream from the cell phone. So we're going to give that a whirl and see what happens. If you're subscribed and have hit that bell button or bell, you'll be able to get that notification. And then, of course, the streams from the cell are going to be a little bit shorter than other streams. Like part of the problem is running on battery. You can't keep going forever, right? So we'll have to limit it to, perhaps an hour or something from any of the streams because of being on battery power. And there's certain things I can do to recharge, but I know I do have things kind of set up. I'm thinking once I get the laptop going and using my cell phone as my hotspot, of course, it's going to be interesting to see how far things go. I will also have an extra power pack with me to try to recharge the cell phone if it starts to get down a little bit too low, so it will have ample power. So please do not go into the Blue Lagoon. It's what? Okay. Yeah. Let's not talk about calling it that. I will. Handled by okay. Another moderator. Okay. Yeah. Let's not actually even. Let's. Okay. We got to do that. Yeah. Thank you, Arizona. And yeah, that's kind of not the right wording we want, but I do understand what you're saying. Okay. About the Blue Lagoon. I'm not going to worry about that. I really don't want to go over to the Blue Lagoon. That really is not my forte to begin with. So 3 minutes over. Oh, I got bopped again. Okay, I'm going, Piggy. Don't push me so hard with that nose. No lava park hour. Okay. Park hour in Iceland. Okay, no worries. All right, I will be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to get snout bopped again, and it's going to hurt. Okay, keep smiling, guys. I'll be back. Okay, guys and girls, I got the microphone back on, and it's all good. So, I figured I better turn it on before I get snout bopped again. Anyway, Piggy's got it all polished up there, so she's looking to get somebody. And why is your dog licking everything? Okay. No, never mind. Don't answer that, Piggy. Anyway, we're watching day 147 of our Icelandic volcano eruption, and we are watching that lava flow out of there very, very nicely. We see a lot of material coming off of the right side there, kind of flowing, and that material will be flowing around the south end of Equipment Hill, and of course it's building up this whole area here. So really, really cool to see, and it's only going to get taller. It's going to get higher, and we're going to see more of this. So you love it. Piggy. Oh, never mind. Bite my tongue. Claire, I'm watching on my big TV for good stuff. Chat on my laptop. Found the mute button on the laptop. Oh, okay. You can hear it on the TV. Better stereo sound. I think that's good. Do you have smoke from the fires? Yes, Oz, we are actually getting smoke here from the fires. And that's the fires in British Columbia, the province next over to us to the west, and also some of the ones up north. So we are getting some smoke here today. Let's see what else we got in there. Okay. All right. I did want to go look at the chart. I want to get that reloaded. So. Give me a few seconds, and oh no, I don't want to save that one. I want to refresh it first. And there we go. Actually, it doesn't look too much different than last time we looked, but it's getting a little taller. That's about all. So a little bit higher as far as the frequencies are concerned. And let's see, we're gonna number that. There we go. And hit that save button. Okay, and then I will try to load that up for you guys real quick. Zachary, have I been to the Hoodoo Mountains? Yes, I have. They have volcanoes there too. Subglacier. Okay, the Hoodoo Mountains. Okay, we actually have Hoodoo Hills here. Somebody else was asking if I've been in Idaho and seen the moon volcanoes that they've got there. I was through the area. We did look at a few of the spots. Too many rattlesnakes for me. Thank you, but no thank you. I didn't stick around long. The one spot we went to was basically an old lava pool. And there must have been 20 rattlers down there, and I said, no, I'm out of here. And that was the end of that. Back in the car, and away we went. So yeah, I'm not a snake guy, guys. Snakes that go rattle, rattle, rattle. I'm out of there. I'm out. Really, not for me. So yeah. Not a snake guy. So I've been there. I hope that answered your question. Unfortunately. Okay, what was I doing now? I was trying to load that file up. Okay, let me get at that, and we'll get that loaded up. Now, I do remember those rattlers very vividly, and that is not for me. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a little bit freaky being there. So anyway, getting this back into proper place, and then we will get that on there. Hello and good evening from Ben. Everybody else, another episode of Bacon Highlights with your host. Yes, absolutely. And here you see the latest rumble chart, and you can see it is still moving upward. And something I did kind of want to point out, if you look, it seems to be very consistent as far as the spacing and timing, and it's kind of amazing to see that. So a guy could almost go by that. This one's a little bit odd, but these last three seem to be pretty close to identical as far as the downtime versus uptime. So just an interesting observation. So it's gotten back to being fairly rhythmic. The only thing that kind of worries me is you see that down shot in there, but it did continue to go right back up after that. So I'm not too unhappy with it, but it looks all right. Nothing we can do about it anyway. So let's see. I need to get back down to the bottom, see what else we got. Okay, Ben. Let's try to keep it to one language. That's too many. We're good with English, okay? Yeah. Okay. So you've got Icelandic in there. You've got Deutsch. Looks like perhaps Japanese. I'm not sure if that's what it is. Please consider hit the like button, and don't throw the hot lava at each other. That's important. No throwing hot lava at each other. Definitely. Thanks, Ben. Wormhand, how high is the volcano from old surface? That I do not know right now. That is actually on my list of things to do. And I will explain that once I do get there and do it. So you may be a little surprised at how crazy I am. Well, we'll see what happens. I want to see if I can get the... I don't know if I can land on the rim of the crater, but I can certainly put it very close to the top of the rim of the crater and get some measurements on my end. Of course, on my controller, it will tell me the altitude in meters, and that's something that I want to do. So I will be sneaking up on this thing when it's not erupting, and my intention is to get even with the top of the crater at the back wall, as well as what we're seeing here as the front area. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what land on it. Well, I don't want to land on it because I don't know how hot that material is. Dr. Fox with the measuring... Oh, I don't need a measuring tape. It tells me right onto the display of the controller. It'll be cool. May the bacon be with you. Yeah, and I will consider that. So let's see, sprockets. Fortis, what are you talking about, sprockets? I think they had that. What's that? That family in the future there, Spacely Sprockets. It'll come to me. Anyway, it's going to be all interesting and cool. Loose side fall, yeah. We're starting to see a lot more lava coming out there. If it continues to cut in at these locations, right here and right here, if that lava flow keeps going, we're going to see it flowing down in there a lot more. So that's basically going to make us like that, okay? So that's kind of what I'd like to see. And yeah, Jetsons, Jason Slater had it. There we go. That's the one I was thinking about. And pretty good. Zachary, German talk show with Michael Myers. Michael Myers? Deutsche? Wirklich? Oh, wunderbar. Anyway, yeah, we're going to keep going here. Let's see, I want to try to get through some of the other cameras and see what the other views look like a little bit. So we do see a lot more lava flowing on these other shots, and of course I don't see that extra stream. That extra stream I was seeing before is now headed back this way. It used to come that way, so it's re-diverted itself back into this other flow, and I'm still not sure if that one is going into Upper Meridalier or if it's actually going down into Meridalier proper in the northeast area. So it could be interesting. Okay, a couple more things. Ray Wild, small sack of Alberta postcards. Nice, well, make a nice small gifty to the people you meet in Iceland. Yeah. Interesting. Douglas Anderson, does the drone you are going to use have temperature probes? No, it does not. It does have temperature, internal temperature sensors, but it doesn't have temp probes as per se that I can stick on the legs and poke into the lava field, if that's what you're asking, and that would be risky as well. So let's see, what else we got in here. Yeah, show it some love. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, show it some love. We got 257 likes. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, by all means do hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the stream and you have not subscribed, I was going to tell you that I'm very proud to be able to say that over 55% of the people who come into this stream and watch it are actually subscribed to it, which is, when you compare to majority of the other streams out there, it is fantastically high as far as that number is concerned. 55% versus the typical between 32 and 38% for everyone else. So I have to say thank you very much to each and every one of you for doing that. And of course, right now, if you've got the bell notification turned on, that's going to be important next week, so you don't miss any of those spontaneous live streams that do come up. And at least we're hoping, and I understand, you know, people are busy. It's going to be a shift in time for me as far as what's day and what's night. You know, like a 6-hour shift that kind of throws a guy out of kilter a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything works out, but definitely really liking that idea of, you know, making it happen and having you guys be able to go see. Reform BBC says, it's because you're great, Doc. Thanks. I appreciate that. Did you get a drone license? For the Mavic Mini, you do not need a drone license, Sophie. It is below the regulations by 1 gram. Specifically made for that, just so you know. And that's the very important part about it. And that's why they made that. And it's pretty much good in all countries. I haven't found any that had different regulations. Actually, I think it was Japan that had I think instead of 250 grams, they had, what was it? I think they were at 230 or something in Japan. And DJI actually made a smaller unit for the Japanese market, which was pretty cool. Unless you use commercial commercial use, you do what? You do need okay. Unless used for commercial use, you do need a license. Okay. Only weight applies to hobby flight. Yeah. And that's exactly it. I'm not doing this as a professional. I'm doing this for my self-interest. It's a hobby thing. It's a hobby thing, and we'll keep out of everybody's hair anyway. It's all good. So who was saying if we hit 300, he's gonna throw 50 loot mule? There he goes, guys. You heard him. We need 17 more likes to get it up to 300 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, please go ahead and smash that a few times. Smash it hard. And we'll see if we can get it up there to 300 real quick. And that'll really, really be awesome. And then Loot Mule there is going to throw a 50 on there. Absolutely fantastic and amazing. And I do really appreciate that, you guys. That is awesome. So, yep, $2.99 now it says. It's going up very, very quickly. Oh, 302 already. Wow, we're going way up there. So, yeah, a few more hit it just to make sure it's good, and then we'll all be happy and fancy and dancing in the streets. 303, there we go. Doc, didn't recognize the town I was born in because they changed the name. I don't know if he saw my post between SP and... No, I think... Stuttgart and Laststadt. Okay. Oh, everyone, well, enjoy the visit to Iceland. Our family enjoys your broadcasts. Hello from Wimberley, Texas. And I'm gonna just go J.L. Clara Jr. Okay, is it Garcia Jr.? J.L. Garcia Jr. I hope I said that name in the right order. Thank you very much for that $25 super chat. Loot Mule, there you go. Have a great trip, Dr. Fox. Awesome Loot Mule. And thank you for that $50 super chat. And then this Nye throws a $50 super chat in there too. Jeez, you guys, you're really you're gonna start getting me going here. You're gonna get me going. And now I'm gonna have to stream for another half hour. Look what you made me do. But I do have to consider doing my laundry pretty quick. So, Tony Leon, good luck with your trip. Okay, excellent. I will consider that. Okay, I'm just reading some of the other things underneath there. Thank you very much, Tony. Appreciate that $10 super chat. Awesome. All of you guys are doing awesome. Thank you very much for that support. And that will certainly help out, with things. It may not be right now because that takes a while to get those funds through, but it's okay. It'll be good when I come back. I'm gonna need it. Gonna empty the bank account. So break time. I will take a break. I am going to take a break, and as I did say, I didn't want to run a full 4 hours today, but I am definitely going to give you guys another half hour, and we will see what we can do to keep everyone happy. So please don't go away. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. Keep smiling, no throwing lava, and I don't know what else there is to watch out for. Just Don't walk on the lava, okay? Don't do that. Just stay happy, stay safe. I'll be back. Thank you. Okay, guys and girls, I got the microphone back on. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and it is day 147 of our Icelandic volcano eruptions. We're watching that lovely lava just pour out of the close-up view here. And people were commenting that we do have very clear pictures today, and the ones yesterday from earlier in the day, absolutely. It's like somebody was able to get in there and tweak the cameras a little bit or something, and do a really awesome job. Couple things thrown at me here. Okay, when making measurements, make one of those base of the base of the volcano on a new surface. Okay, well, what I'm going to work on is seeing the actual height. Somebody was saying it was measured at 400 meters above sea level, and from what I recall, the valley floor was at what was it, 120 or 160, somewhere down there. So this thing above the valley floor is at least 240 meters roughly. So that is in fact quite a distance up. If you start converting that to let's see, 240 times 3 roughly, so 720 feet in height. So that's actually a fair size already. It's growing. It's definitely growing up. And in no time, it'll be bigger than Big Ram. Okay? So we're going to keep it going. Send us any idea what happened to the UFO at 2022 or 2002, okay, of the current camera view. I missed it. I didn't see a UFO, but let us be curious. I'm always interested in UFOs. Let's see if we can go back. So 2002, that is about that many minutes ago. No, we're at 20. And I will maybe advance it a little bit and see if we can do that. And for those guys who are new to using YouTube, if you want to advance and go back in 10-second segments, it's J and L on your keyboard. Also, if you want to move in 5-second increments, you could use your left and right arrow key. If you want to use going back and forth by frame, or one frame at a time, you use your period and your comma. Just so you guys know that, if you want to do that. And I'm watching for a UFO, and the current time at 20:02:74. Of course, that's in must be Newfoundland time or something, where they have extra things in there. Just to go back and see, I don't see no UFO in there. I'm gonna go back to see what he's talking about. Let's see, lots of fun. 47, not 74. Okay, we should be coming up right now. Yep, there it is. It's a flyby. I see it, and it's got lights on it. At least it's a safety conscious UFO, and you can see the blinker as it goes by. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, so I hope you guys seen that. If you didn't, I can maybe back it up 20 seconds here. Let's see, or 30 seconds. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, I went back 40 seconds. Okay, you can watch it again. Comes in from the left and goes out on the right. It's pretty cool to see. There it is, and it's going over the crater and zooming past the middle, and then off to the right hand side. above the crater. So, okay, cool. We did indeed see that, and I put it back to live. So we're all good, guys, and pretty awesome to see that, and really, really cool. Oh, here comes another one in the smoke. This is a chopper, though. We can see it. It's coming back right at the top of the screen. So it kind of jumped out of there. No tin hats. UFOs are real according to the Pentagon. Shane, Leslie, Matheson. Yeah, UFOs. The term UFO, unidentified flying object. When you look up into the sky, if you are unfamiliar with what you're looking at, it is considered a UFO. Okay, unidentified flying object. But you know, you can call it a flying saucer if you like. That's not my problem. I just know when we see them, we try real hard to try to identify them. And I actually surprised myself a few times by grabbing my big binoculars and actually having a look, and really, really surprising myself to see what something was. And I did see one time something hovering, and I just couldn't figure out what it is, and then finally got my big binoculars out that I use for sky watching, and I was able to see it was actually a blimp. So things will throw you for a loop. There's usually an explanation for everything that you see flying around in the sky. So calling occupants of all or of interplanetary craft. Yeah, that would be interesting. Crumble is in the house. Oh, what happened there, Crumble? Sounds like you had a problem. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting, some of that stuff. Well, there's a lot of things out there that amaze people and that are really different, that we really don't know. Sorry for my screen, Rez. It looks like it disappeared. Yeah, it did shoot off and took off to the right-hand side there, Thenis, and it wasn't. Well, I mean, it was flying by pretty quick. I don't know if it was a helicopter. Or it was boogieing back to town to get some more people, I think. Nick said he even saw the Goodyear blimp. Mad, it said, Dr. Fox is. Yeah. The Goodyear blimp, actually, I've actually seen that in a few places. If you watch 24/7 AZ Live, Gary's channel, he actually filmed the Goodyear blimp a few times, and he actually did a pretty good job. And you know, when you're further back with the camera, he was filming it and you couldn't make it out, but once he started to zoom in, you could actually realize that's what it was. So pretty cool. Let's see, Gronon says, okay, the new Defense Department term is UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena. So somebody got paid for doing that, making that, instead of calling it a UFO, it's now a UAP. Cool. I kind of have to giggle at that because it's still the same thing. We don't know what it is, and that's all there is to it. You know, if you can't identify it, you can't identify it. But majority of the things out there are definitely identifiable. I saw the Goodyear blimp floating in my house here. Oh, floating over. Okay. Oh, you're down there? Tuscaloosa. And Zachary, I wouldn't doubt that, because when Gary was filming it, he was actually seeing it over Scottsdale. So it was pretty cool to see. I guess there's a stadium over there or something where they had it going around. UFOs suggest that is an object. Many UAPs aren't objects. Ah, oh, you mean they're trying to pull the old one? Oh, it was swamp gas. Is that what you're saying? And I don't believe the swamp gas part at all. Lenticular clouds, yeah. Lenticular clouds are interesting, but not UFOs. They look. That's those clouds that sit on top of a mountain. Yeah, kind of strange. In a science fiction story. Okay, what? Klaatu is a character or something, isn't it? No, Klaatu is the robot alien in a ship there, Miss Lobo Bob, and they come to do nice things, and then he starts shooting people. I don't know what. That's a long old movie, but old. Yes, yeah, that's the one. Okay, so still hoping the Pink Floyd pig balloon gets loose and flies during your Icelandic stream. Brian, that would be hilarious. It really would. Oh, that's what it was, Thandis. The day the Earth stood still. Okay. Although the Earth is not going to stand still. In order for the Earth to stand still, it needs to slow down. And in order for it to slow down, that means we'd long be gone. Okay? There's only two ways it'll slow down. One is that, something hits it and gives it an abrupt jolt and throws the orbit off and the spin rate. And that would still take millions of years for it to stop. So it would never do that, really. Klaatu Nitko, no, what? Nikto. Yep, I remember that. Ducky, that was my father's favorite movie. Actually, a lot of guys like some of those old ones. That's back in the day when things were, you knew that it was a movie, right? They had some interesting, neat stuff, the way they did it. I remember the old War of the Worlds and stuff like that as well. I really enjoyed some of that, and then to find out that the aliens died because of the bacteria here on the planet. But you'd think if they're smart aliens, wouldn't they be checking and testing that out before they even came to invade us? Like really? So there are little things that you have to kind of look at and go, hey, hang on, I'm calling this. Okay, never mind. That is a movie. Yeah. Okay, eventually the Earth will be tidally locked to the sun. Thendis, you are correct, it will, but I guarantee it, none of us will be here. That may happen in about 2 to 3 billion years. As the sun expands a little bit, and once it gets to a certain size, it will turn around and start to cook off Earth will be long gone as far as humanity and civilization of any types or any growth on here. When that happens, it'll basically cook it, and yes, it's going to be the same as how Mercury acts going around the sun, or if you want to take another example, the moon going around the Earth. So we always would have that same side facing the sun, or facing the moon facing Earth, that kind of thing. Anyway, fried Zachary, what happened? Who? Don't fry Zachary. our ozone will boil off like water from a pot. Uh, the ozone's going to be long gone before it gets to that point. I can tell you that. The progression, once things start to warm up, it over millions of years, it's going to be a slow process. It's not going to be snap your fingers and poof, our ozone layer's gone, and then snap your fingers and go poof, the oxygen's all gone. It's going to be a really slow process. Things will drop down slowly. So I for a lot of people that are out there thinking, oh, things are going to shut off and we're not going to have any more life on the planet real quick, and those doomsday things, we're likely not going to see them happening. I'm not going to rule out that we couldn't have a big meteor, or say an asteroid of some sort, or a comet come in and do us in. Those are possibilities. We really don't know what's out beyond that Kuiper belt, out in the Oort cloud, if I said it correctly, out in the Oort cloud, and there's a lot of objects out there. If something gets swung around by a certain movement and gravity and changes its trajectory, it happens to zip by Jupiter and not go into Jupiter's body, and Jupiter's our savior. That may just accelerate the thing and have it heading towards Earth. So keeping the fingers crossed that don't happen, but it has in the past, and it can again in the future. So it's one of those things. Anyway, I don't want to talk about doom and gloom. I'm going to talk about rebirth and happiness, and looking at this lovely goodness that we see on the screen. It is an awesome flow coming out to the east side, heading towards the southern end of Equipment Hill, and majority of that is going to flow into Fagradalsfjall. So it's pretty cool, Jupiter is the vacuum cleaner of the solar system. Yes, Ray Scott, you're pretty much dead on with that. It certainly has saved our hide a few times, and people don't realize it. So it is really, really cool. I don't know if you guys remember watching the Shoemaker Levy impacts, and for me that was quite an event, and I thought, wow, that's pretty awesome. So and the fact, it could have been a whole bunch different if we had that thing go zipping by Jupiter and happens to get kicked into an orbit that heads for us. Would have been a little bit bad. So it's a good thing Jupiter is where it is, about 5.2 billion miles from the sun, or 5.2 AU from the sun. My apologies. So that should be about where it places it. Let's see, what else we got? Going south, good luck and Godspeed, Dr. Fox. Thank you. And yeah, I'm hoping everything goes really, really well. The experts said the mushroom cloud from the impacts were large as the Earth. Yes, actually, some of them were larger than the Earth. Oh man, it just looking at the physical size of what happened there with Shoemaker Levy. Yeah, some of those when they dropped in there, that is really, really interesting. And the fact that they did actually get what appeared to be explosions when it was impacting, and you kind of got to go, hang on, how do you get an explosion if it's going into a gaseous planet? It's all gas, but the density builds up so much as it's penetrating into the planet that it is like hitting a brick wall. It's just like, if you put your hand in water, at a fairly slow rate, you don't feel much, even if it's, you know, a flat hand like you were going to slap it, right? If you put it in there slowly and gently, your hand goes through and there's very, very little resistance. Ooh, that's a neat little spout on the screen, by the way. Yeah, looking at that. I'm glad I left that on. Anyway, but if you take your hand and you slap it down on the water, you know how much resistance there is, and it actually will hurt you, right? So that's kind of the same thing as what happens in a gaseous planet when you have things coming in, because the density goes up so high that it's basically, it's almost like hitting a solid wall. And of course it depends on the speed, size, and everything else. There are a lot of little details involved in that, but it's interesting to see how that happens. Yeah, that's the little rag, and that's a little spout hole there. And actually, I was watching on one of the videos talking about that little hole, and kind of tried to figure out why is it shooting up like that. And when we seen it, like when you seen the lava flow, the lava was actually on a curve right there. So if I'll kind of try to draw that on the screen. So the rim of the crater was curved out, and that's heading out to that area, what you see now, right? So, and that spout is sitting about here, kind of thing. So what I'm thinking, and that lava movement was all in that direction, so that was all heading that way. So what I was thinking, what's happening here is somewhere down here, it's got some kind of a little crack that it's going through, and then causing it to spout out. And as it's flowing along there in that direction, of course, that increases the pressure and velocity. And then if the opening is too small, then you get your little spritzing coming out of there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking it is. And yeah, it's like a blowhole in a way. But you know, it is what it is, and hopefully we'll see what happens to it. It may take a chunk out of here eventually, because that's a lot of molten material. Although it has had holes over there before, and we remember just right beside it there was a fairly big gap previously. So those things can happen. And then all the way along here, of course, it was very jaggedy, you know, as things fell out. So yeah, and the spill, of course, coming down all over the place. Anyway, we'll get rid of that, and let's see. Okay, so anyway, guys and girls, I did say I was gonna keep going here for another half hour, which I did. And I do need to get at shutting things down here, though, because I do have to get at my other things. And it is kind of lining things up. So, yeah. Siggy, what are you laughing at? I had to try to yeah, get those extra symbols in there, otherwise it would look a little bad. It's amazing what people draw. Anyway, good luck and take care, Dr. Fox. Okay. So, yes, so just to let everybody know, tomorrow's stream is going to be a short stream, unless if we don't have an eruption, I may not stream at all, and I will just stick at what I need to do. So I need to be at the airport very early Monday morning. They say be there 3 hours ahead of time, so I plan on doing that. And we will see what we can do. Glad you enjoyed the afternoon, Siggy, and thank you for being here. Flo Smith, have a safe and nice flight. Keep us posted, absolutely. I will see what I can do to drop messages, or maybe even make little little streams go live for just a couple minutes, or upload a video real quick somewhere along the way, just short ones to kind of keep you apprised of where I am and what's all happening. So I will get my test results back. They told me within 24 hours. I'm pretty sure that's going to be negative for COVID as the results. So that should be all good. And other than that, I think we're 100% here. So thank you very much to all of you who super chatted tonight. Also, thank you to everyone who hit that like button. That really does mean a lot to me as well. And please enjoy your evening. If you want to see more of the lavely goodness flowing and doing its thing, you can always go over to Talk Air Iceland. I will put his channel link on the in the chat here, so you have it. Let's see. Make sure I spelled it right. Oh, that's always important, right? And there's the link to that. So if you guys want to go see some more lovely goodness, you can always pop in there and see what's happening. And keep smiling and everything. And thank you, everyone. I really appreciate the support. And hopefully I'll be able to be just as kind in being able to get you guys some decent footage of what's going on over there once I get there. So on that friendly note, please remember, tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Have a great afternoon, evening, night, and we'll try to see you tomorrow at noon, and it'll be a short stream though if I get in there. So be good and take care, and we'll see you all tomorrow, I'm hoping. Take care. Good night.